We're back.
We are back.
1 week later.
Yeah.
We did it.
Staying consistent. All right. So we've got a big one tonight.
We do.
Do you want to start off with what you found out, or?
I guess it was just a bit of a social media scroll, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I came across some information that I found really interesting in terms of how the future looks for searching. What we want, what we need.
Yeah. So I've discovered something that businesses, it's going to change for businesses again.
Yeah.
Big time. So, and it's not changing in favor of Google, I don't think, this time. So
No, not at all.
yeah.
No.
So it's getting into ChatGPT, Siri, AI assistants, everything. So when you now you look for something, you look for, say I need a plumber in the area, and it'll come up with Google, and you're going to go off their reputation. Now, what we've seen is that people are turning to ChatGPT to ask, can you find me a plumber? And it's searching off all the data across the internet and coming back with who's the most reputable plumber, restaurant, electrician, whatever, you name it.
Matching what you've asked and where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also on that, I guess being a large language model like ChatGPT, it is going to come back to, like you said, how the language that you use to it, it's going to find the best one to tie that back to.
Yes, what it best matches, because we're now removing sponsored out of the game.
Yes.
So
Google Ads, Google sponsors. So when you search something in Google and it comes up with the Google Map Pack or whatever.
Yeah.
The sponsored ones are generally on top.
Yeah, and sometimes it can throw you because it can be so left field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that everyone skips anyway.
Can be. Can also be, a gem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the sponsored posts.
Yeah.
And then what?
So at the moment when you go into Google and you search, hairdresser or restaurant or whatnot, you get your recommendations, but you can have your sponsored results in there where competitors are trying to be the most seen, right?
Yes.
But when you come now into ChatGPT, because what really is happening, because you see all these memes saying like me and ChatGPT lately, and it's like like a ghost. Yeah, it's a ghost that you're hanging out with all the time. People are going to ChatGPT and they're saying, I trialed it last night.
You did?
I did.
We'll put up the screenshot here.
Yes. So I asked ChatGPT, can you tell me? So it's a little bit different. I asked it for first of all, actually I asked it for, I can't remember if it was a hairdresser. I think it might have been, it was hairdresser first.
Not that you're looking for one here.
No, I'm not, if she's watching. And I learned about all these hairdressers I actually had no idea about in our area, because where we live, it's quite easy to know about a lot of the businesses.
Yeah.
And then I asked it, so then I took it a little bit deeper. I said, can you tell me what you know about Fox House?
Yeah.
But not what I've told you. So ignore everything that I have told you about Fox House. I want you to search the internet and tell me what you know. And that was really interesting too.
Guess where we showed up? Well, you would have seen it in the screenshot that we put here anyway.
Number one.
Ranking one.
Number one. And that's where I said to James, I realised, we talk about this all the time, is how important it is to optimise your Google business profile, right?
Yeah. We made a playbook on it. $49 in the description below. Yeah,
absolutely. You can get that, and it is the most valuable resource to make sure that your Google business profile is optimised. And it is as it should be, because here's a test for you right now. If you open up Google right now and type in your business, does it show up? Because we've had situations with businesses where they actually don't show up.
Yeah.
Because if you even just throw in one you know, like if, say, for example, if I were to type in our Fox House, we don't come up because we're not called that.
Yeah.
Right.
But that comes back to your SEO as well.
But then there's these businesses that are like, so like when we set up our Google business profile, if we had written in like the Fox House, but everyone knows this is Fox House, when they go to Google Fox House, we don't come up. So you've got to make sure that's correct.
Everything aligns.
Yeah.
Exactly, yes.
But this loops back to ChatGPT,
exactly.
where you need to go in and you need to make sure that Google business profile is completely up to date. You've filled everything out. You are using it, optimizing it every week.
Yeah.
Then you need to get your reviews.
Yeah. So what this comes back to is GPT is going to scrape the web, and give you the results based on your own reputation of your business.
Yeah.
So trust score, reviews,
what it can find.
Yeah.
Looking active.
Yeah.
Best match. All of that. And so if you're not like what you talked about this week on our social media, if you're not making sure that the front of your business is
your Google business profile is optimized with keywords, SEO, the right name, everything aligns.
Then when people start moving this way and just asking their AI assistant, whatever that may be, you need to make sure that that's up to date and that is like to the T, so that you can start showing up that way, because we might just wipe out the whole other way of searching for what we want.
It's a whole new world and it's changing rapidly.
It is. It really is. So now is the time to do it. Yeah. And
obviously, as we've talked about previously, we've got our $7 review toolkit, so you can start requesting your reviews manually. We've got templates and everything that you need there. And we've got the playbook, how to optimize your Google business profile. And it's only going to become more essential because people are going to go, hey Siri, can you order me some cupcakes? And it's going to find the most reputable cupcake maker and they'll get delivered to your door. Gary Vee said this like 2 years ago. But,
but now we're just, now we're seeing it.
Yeah. It's actually playing out.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have those digital products so that people can give it a crack of doing it themselves if that's what they want to do, or we can do a lot of this as well, all of it.
We'll just automate your Google reviews for you.
It's awesome.
All right. So, do you think business owners understand what this means for their visibility?
No.
Not right now, hey?
No, not right now, because I feel like for me it was like a full cracked open moment when I realised it myself, because I've spent probably the last 7 days very heavily in AI.
Yeah, I've been getting deep.
I've been getting deep. I don't normally go
you were
heavily
quite
on
resistant to it, weren't you?
Definitely.
Like probably a lot of these business owners, they're just
well,
unsure how to use it.
I mean, we still have businesses that freak out at it. Like they're like, no, I would never do that. They think it's going to tarnish their business. They think it's going to make it impersonal.
Because I think that, let's be honest, like the early days of AI, it was shit. Like it was very robotic
But that's now, like so many things. Like if you look at like so many things that have gone automated.
Yeah.
Like even if it was like the first dishwasher, they would be.
Some are still shit.
You do. You were about shit once. So I don't think businesses really do understand it yet. A lot of them just got their heads in the sand, don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
Others are absolutely just lapping it up.
They're the ones that'll win.
They are. Yeah.
If you're not growing, you're dying.
Exactly. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
Oh,
same.
I know that business owners aren't. Like it's just, it's to their own disadvantage.
Yeah.
And it's given so many businesses the upper edge.
Not to put you on the spot, but if you could suggest one thing that a business could do tomorrow for themselves, like with an automation or implementing AI? Like, because automation to me is also just as important, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's something you would say that would like give them back those hours in the day and make it less hands-on? I do know that like the reviews is
For a service-based business, absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe for like even a chiropractor or massage place, like
Yeah.
I think that email automation with lead magnets,
Yeah.
how essentially we've built our business on the front end, thanks to Jacob Karras.
Yeah.
Following in JC's wisdom.
The best way to grow their business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
collecting that data, collecting those customers.
DM automation through Instagram.
Yeah.
Get a free lead magnet. Get the emails, then email automation to sell any other products that you have.
Yeah.
Our reviews. And then just in general, your day-to-day, using ChatGPT probably primarily as your business development manager.
Yeah, nice.
And
I've seen you do this a lot.
And strategizing with it and having it as your consultant there every day, and it gives you tasks and you just complete those tasks. And
is that with your prompt?
Yeah.
If someone did want that prompt, could they ask?
DM us. Yeah. If you want a IQ of 180 management consultant for your business,
because it's helped you.
It's a daily operating system. That just whatever you need, it'll help you get there. And it's hard. It's a hard ask.
And I think too, if you haven't yet used ChatGPT in any way, just have a go of just asking.
It's free. And that's all you did, and then you're making images and like you're making lead magnets. And
in the last week, I've used it for writing ad copy, creating images, writing emails, subject lines.
And it's all very natural. Like
I spend a lot of time like toning it down. Like it'll give you a first spit out, and then you'll say, I need it more like this.
More natural tone.
Yes. But even text messages for bursts, like this saves me so much time with businesses. Instead of asking them what they want to say, I gather what potentially they might like to say, and I just give them that option, and then it shortens that time.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you were to sit there and try and write those things, it's so much harder. But just open it up. Just ask it as, I don't know, maybe what would be one of the most basic first things you could say is just, you even just say, like, depending on what kind of business you are, maybe you need some content ideas.
Content ideas is always a good one. And then make sure you tone it out naturally.
So if like you're a bit of a fun, like witty person, you might want it to be
in a
slightly
fun,
funny
style.
or humorous, but smart or professional as well at the same time.
In a natural tone.
So easy. So great.
It's so good. It's saved us so much time, eh?
So much time.
It's just rapid development on product and
so many things. I don't know if I should dive into this, but just briefly, we saw Shopify's newest Horizons coming out, or I think it is out now. So that's got to do with like Shopify and their shop and everything through there. But one thing that I saw on it that I thought was incredible was you can literally just type when you need something in the website. So when it comes to website creation, sometimes it's kicking it hard and fiddly. So you could type into there, I need a block here.
It's text to creation.
Text to creation, and also writing all of your product listings.
And AI analysis. So you prompt it. You're like, do an analysis on our top 5 products. And it'll spit out revenue and all the data.
Because that's what I was talking to it about yesterday. I was asking for some data on the last couple of months. It was able to give me the best-selling products for this particular client.
It actually worked on this Shopify?
Yes, yeah. Yep. So I was asking it for data on a previous month. It was able to tell me like the stats and the products, how much they sold. And then it gave me ideas of for the next month how I could bundle or make certain
that's right. Yes.
things to boost those sales. Like
Wow.
even just giving me the month-to-month comparison. And you can ask anything. You can say year to year. You can say 2 separate months that aren't even side by side.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable because in the past I've sat there and I've gone,
well, yeah,
done my dates.
Even that's what I did. I exported the CSV
and put it into ChatGPT.
and put it into ChatGPT, and it still did it, but that was like probably a year ago now.
Yeah. So this is with that new Shopify Horizons.
Wow.
I know.
So cool.
It is very cool. We did decide to go with Jimmy and Jas, didn't we? not tech and tea.
Yeah, we're still going to drink tea though.
Always.
So I think this is a bit of a given. I don't really even know why I'm saying it, but let's say I'm a plumber with no reviews versus a competitor with 85 stars.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the AI going to pick?
Well, the one with all the reviews, isn't it?
Yeah,
unless this person is so specific. Now, this is a guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's an assumption. Yeah.
It is an assumption because unless the person is so specific about maybe, was it plumbing?
Yeah.
Maybe a certain type of plumbing, and maybe that plumber does that.
Yeah.
Or has that somewhere written over that other one.
I'm sure there'll be different small variables.
There will always be, because often, you don't get the same data with two people who ask the same question.
Yeah.
But it's more likely going to be the person with the more reviews, unless the other person's got their, profile so dialed in.
So I guess that's something to think about if you're a small business owner and in a competitive market.
Dialed in and get reviews. Definitely get reviews, because it will also, the AI will also, whatever it is, even if it's Siri, it will scan through those reviews as well. And that person might have said in there a specific type of whatever.
That's true, because it's scanning the actual reviews.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, that as well. And you might have said like you want a particular plumber that's like, you might want someone who's going to be really like non-pushy and easy and da da da.
Do you think it'll force, or do you think it'll make businesses niche even further? Like, because there are so many different types of plumbers already, but then there's those different types of plumbers. Do you think those ones will then niche to like?
Potentially, or maybe.
I guess that kind of comes down to location and availability.
Yeah. What I'm sort of thinking is maybe people will realize that they do need to write everything that they do.
True.
Or, because if you don't want a certain kind of work, then you don't, because thinking back to my remedial massage days, I didn't particularly like working with like sport players because the massage was like a really specific technique that I never did. So I never wrote that I did that because I didn't want those people to come to me. So maybe just make people more realize that they really need to write down exactly what they do. Otherwise, all of a sudden they get all these calls for like that specialized pipe cleaning.
Yep.
But I know only certain plumbers actually own the machine.
That's right.
We're really talking to plumbers tonight, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, we know a few.
We do. That's my thoughts. I don't know. We're just going to have to watch it and see how it plays out. And like in 6 or 12 months, I look forward to doing another chat on it, and we can say like, this is what we were thinking.
Yeah.
This is what's happening now.
Happy to be wrong too.
Yeah, exactly. Also, sorry to just quickly, another thing you could do if you're watching this, jump into your ChatGPT and ask it for whatever you do. So if you are like a electrician watching this, or ask it like, give me some electricians in your area and see if you come up. Just see where you're sitting, because that's what I tried with us.
Yeah, and then if you're not in the top 3, see why they are in the top 3.
Yes. And then go have a look at your Google business profile.
Yeah. And
see what you can do to fix that. Yep. I mean, you could also ask ChatGPT why you're not coming up.
True. Yes. Yeah, I've been using it.
Yeah.
So that was my next question. What do you think is going to happen to the businesses that are invisible to AI in the next 12 to 24 months?
Or I think if they don't have a really strong, because I know some businesses are incredibly strong in their communities.
Yes.
Like they don't.
That's their
at
reputation.
the moment. Yes, their
Looking after
reputation
their
is their
community.
word of mouth.
Yeah.
If they don't have a really strong word of mouth, in their community, then they might find their business is fizzling because they could have Jack come into the same industry and he be an absolute
he's got content. He's
like going for, because some of those businesses are, my goodness, they're like some of the most uninteresting businesses are really crushing it with content right now. And he might even just be happy to, employ some people that do all this stuff, and then he's crushing it, and then these businesses might find they're not getting their work anymore. It might make it harder for some other people to start out in as well.
Speaking of Jack, though, Jack probably grabbed our prompt and he was using it, the Daily OS, to tell him what to do. And then
he started with our digital
products,
and then he asked us to automate his reviews. Now we're running ads for him too.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Good on you, Jack. So if you don't show up, you don't exist. Yeah.
And that is the biggest thing. Like if you're not getting in front of people, and this was something that I heard earlier in the year and I just thought it was so important. Like if you have a service and you're not telling people about it, you're doing a disservice to them.
Yeah.
Because
which is why we're doing this podcast.
Exactly. Like we can't sit here and go, not filming, like sit here and not filming, not doing anything and go, why aren't we getting clients?
Yeah.
If we're not telling people about what we do.
Which I think, sorry to intervene, but probably should lead into like our new mission, like our mission.
Yes, go.
Yeah. So we have a mission. We want to normalize 500 plus Google reviews. We want to make 500 plus Google reviews for businesses the new norm.
Yeah.
It's big and it's bold, but we love it and we know we can do it. So if you want over 500 reviews, then, and obviously that
make a stance.
And when we say this, like this isn't scam. This isn't fake reviews. This is your own customers that we tap into and we get those, we extract the reviews out of them.
Yeah. Exactly. Just to like go on a little bit from that, you can't do that with Google. You can't put fake reviews in.
But people don't know that.
People don't know that, but it's also been a question.
Yeah.
So that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
valid
fine.
question too, now that I think about it.
Absolutely. So no, it is asking your customers to leave a review.
Yeah.
That's where the reviews are coming from. But we're taking that work away from you.
Yeah.
You don't have to verbally ask for that anymore.
And a heap of other work too.
Yes.
We put it on your website. We put it on your socials.
Yeah.
We respond to them.
Yeah.
Like
you don't even have to think about them anymore. You just watch your reviews climb and be a part of the 500 club.
Yeah. Hit that 500 club.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it is.
All right. It was a little light segue.
Did we start somewhere else? No.
Why do you think so many businesses still ignore Google reviews, even though it's now becoming AI's front door?
Too hard?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Too hard to get them.
Like, the old too hard basket? Like, getting reviews just...
They don't see the tidal wave of what's coming as well.
Yeah, they don't.
I think that businesses are like, it's probably not a very valid question, to be honest. Like, I think that
I think a lot are catching up and going for it because we're seeing it more and more, and we're seeing it like with the QR codes, and I feel like that's now becoming a little bit old. But
you mean the
little plaques on there, like. Like some businesses have a little plaque and they don't say anything.
But think about how many times we've been somewhere and...
Oh, I've seen the plaque many times. I never scan it.
But they never ask you.
Well, no, they don't. That's what I mean. They stick it there and they don't say anything. I think there's probably only a few that aren't bothering.
Yeah, I think so too.
I reckon. Yeah. But I feel like people are seeing more and more importance to it. Yeah.
100% agree.
Yeah.
But as we're discovering, it needs to be at the front of their mind. Like,
it does, yeah.
But I also get it that they've also got a heap of other shit in the front of their mind too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like making money and keeping the doors open, lights on.
Yeah. And that's why you can hand it over to someone else and not even think about it.
Yeah. For a cheap price too. Got a new website coming. It's all going to be on there.
It's really nice.
All right. So, I think we've already been through it, but what can a business owner actually do today to future-proof their visibility before this wave hits? It's
so easy. Literally, like if you put an hour aside to sharpen up your Google business profile.
Google business profile, SEO.
Yep.
Keywords.
Yeah.
Full optimization.
Yeah.
Reviews.
Yeah.
But then also website SEO. That all links and aligns.
Yeah.
And then obviously your socials as well.
Get on at least one social media. If you're not on one, get on one. And I'll probably make it.
Most are.
Most are, but I was on one the other night and they hadn't posted since December. Yeah.
That was last night.
That was last night. So I reckon probably like Instagram, if you aren't on one and you need to get on one, it's probably like the easiest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you can tell a story, you can show pictures of Facebook as well, but
yeah, Facebook's a little bit different. I feel like the way people utilize Facebook is very different. Like, do you go on Facebook and watch stories?
I don't go on Facebook.
There you go. Well, you do for Fox House.
True.
Yes, you do for Fox House, but you don't go on personal. But you would go on Instagram, watch stories, and have a quick flick through the feed.
Yep.
Yeah. And we've just put us back on TikTok, and which is actually going really well.
Is it?
Oh, and YouTube Shorts.
Oh, yeah, YouTube.
Or YouTube in general, sorry, but the Shorts are doing really well. But yes, so what was the question? I just massively... one thing they could do to future-proof.
What can a business owner actually do today to future-proof their visibility before this wave hits?
Yeah, I think we answered that, yeah.
It's just, honestly, it's just building up a reputation, an online reputation.
Online, yeah. If you're offline right now, consider changing. Not many are, but some are. And I don't think it's a flex.
No, and I think that there's something there for a lot of people to get over with the whole social media thing. Yeah, there's people on there that are doing things that you might not like or whatever, but
it's a great way to connect with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a great way to get your business out there, and if you have a post or a video that gets a little bit of traction, can really boost your business massively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you trust a business with 2 reviews?
No. If they're two really good reviews?
Yeah. If
they're new. Oh, I don't know. How do you weigh that one up? I don't know. If I really wanted to, actually, if I'm going to think about like this, the business that I did look up last night, it was a food truck.
That's right.
That gets around our area. I won't say names. But I think they had 12 reviews, 5-star, I think it was, or 4.8 or something. But they hadn't posted since December.
Yeah.
But my initial thought was they're too busy and they're not prioritising it. It wasn't that they're no good.
Yeah.
So when you say, like, would I trust a business with 2 reviews, it's going to be...
I wonder if they've got a plaque.
They don't need a plaque. They just need us.
No, they definitely don't need a plaque. But yeah. It just depends. Are they collecting
data?
Those details, yeah.
I know that often you and I think, like with like takeaway and coffee shops and all that, like, it depends if they're collecting data, but it's still like one of the most like powerful things they could do. Like when they get an order, take your name.
Yeah.
So like if you are a coffee shop,
yes,
or if you are like, my gosh, any of it. So any of like the food and where
cafes
where you wouldn't technically normally grab a
I think all
phone number.
the modern ones that are getting into socials are
starting to. Yeah. So when you get their order, ask for their name, because you always ask for their name to call out, and then say,
Yep.
can I just get a phone number?
Yeah.
If they say no, most will say yes, because we're all getting used to it. And then that way you've got their details and you can market to them. Business gets slow.
But you can even get as much data as getting their birthday, and then you can give them birthday deals. Like it's 10% off here, like long weekend, whatever.
Yes, like if business is slow,
get their details, send them a freebie, like a free piece of information that they might want.
Yeah.
This is the type of coffee we use,
exactly. There's so much you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's one that we prep for another episode.
Yeah, too much. But would you trust a business with 2 reviews?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
But it'd have to be, they'd have to be 5-star, and they'd have to
Good.
come across legit.
Yes. Yeah. But I think if I'm thinking about it now, you would see that and you would probably click on the website and have a quick look.
Exactly.
And just see, because sometimes they could be gone. The business may not be functioning anymore. So if the website then just goes to a, 404 or it's nothing there, then that's probably why. Or maybe they're just new, or maybe they haven't prioritized it.
What if your biggest competitor is whispering to every AI while you're printing flyers? You need to get onto AI. You need to start using it and start whispering it to it.
Absolutely. I'm just thinking about printing flyers in 2025. I mean, I know that
lots of people are doing it still.
Yeah. But
Real
do you
estate.
think there's a place? Well, yes. I know what you're thinking with real estate. When they drop one in your letterbox and say, I sold this house for this much, do you want a appraisal? I think that's handy. But there's some that just go straight in the bin.
I think that money can be
better used,
distributed far better and far more.
Because often when we think about flyers, we go, well, what about an online ad?
$500 in flyers, or $500 in targeting a local segment of your community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious to know, if you're still doing flyers, how many calls or texts or whatever you're asking bookings?
What's your conversion rate?
Yeah. What are you getting out of that? If you were dropping off 500.
I think on average, it's around 2%. It's bugger all.
But you can't retarget that person.
No, exactly.
Because if you were to go re-drop that flyer back in next week, you're going to annoy them. But in social media world...
But if they're scrolling and they've clicked on...
Yeah, and now you're retargeting them with a different ad.
Yeah. One that explains...
They'll go, I was looking at that. Yeah. Or, I've seen them again. Because they say, 7 touch points now?
No.
More?
Yeah.
Okay. 7 touch points last year?
Oh.
What's it now, 21?
I think it was 7 back in 2018.
So what's it? Oh, how many is it now?
It's probably in the 30s.
You're right. Okay. Fair enough. I get it.
Yeah. People just need to...
Well, because we're seeing so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you forget.
Yeah. But if it's in the 30s, you can't go back and drop that flyer in 30 times.
No.
It's actually a really good analogy.
How many times? Well, the last thing you bought, how many times did it take you to buy it?
What's the last thing I bought, do you reckon? Oh, we just bought a Dyson vacuum. Okay, we bought it because we had one. That's not a good example.
Nah.
We'll have to come back to that. I can't think of that off the top of my head.
Yeah. It honestly, it probably was around 7. I know that we don't know what it was, but it wouldn't have been in the 30s. I think if someone, if we were to be running ads for the automated Google reviews, how many, something like that, would probably be around the 20s, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
Although because we were running ads for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
we did get quite a few calls off that.
We did.
Yeah.
We'd have to look at our data. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Yeah. All right. What will ChatGPT say about your business in 6 months? Well, we already know what it says about us. What will ChatGPT say about your business in 6 months? We're number one. We're going to stay there.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was actually a pretty good write-up that it did.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
And spot on too.
It was spot on. Yes, we didn't look at it and go, oh, what are you saying?
Yeah.
It was like, could this be more correct? It was so good.
I think it did mention Google reviews in there, but it wasn't at the top. But like, that's not.
It was just an overview of what we do for a business, and it was a really good one. Yeah, but yeah, most importantly, what would it say about yours in 6 months? Like if you were to watch this today, just an example, and ignore everything we said, and in 6 months' time, sorry, it's a bug. 6 months' time. Well, yeah, if you were to watch this today and throw it away,
Yeah.
What would be happening in 6 months' time?
It's a good question.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Especially if you were to look it up right now and see where you sit.
Note it down. 6 months. Set a timer or set a reminder for 6 months' time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's a great thought.
Thought-provoking, yeah.
Mm.
I don't have anything else. Is there anything else you'd like to
add?
Yeah, add or go into?
Not really. That really, I feel like we really hit it at the start, particularly about what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's very exciting.
I just like being that we're at the forefront of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cool.
It is very cool. And we look forward to hearing how others go and helping them. That's, yeah.
So if you want to join the 500 Club, reach out.
Yes. Yeah, you can even comment, automate.
Yeah, comment automate.
And we can get in touch. We have demo videos of how it works. And we also do calls as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Book in a time, we can have a chat.
Yeah. See how we can automate the reviews for your business and, get your rating really good, get your reviews up around that 500 and plus.
All links will be in the description below.
Yeah. With our new website.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, if you are thinking, you got 6 reviews and you're like, oh, I want to get ahead of this AI.
Yeah.
Book in a call.
Yeah.
4128.
Awesome.
All right. Cheers. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.